It was a dark and foggy evening on the Northwestern Railway. Henry the Green Engine was to pull a goods train down the line to Islesborough. Driver, are you sure it's safe to travel down the line? I mean, look at this. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, it could be worse, old boy. We could be stuck in a tunnel. His driver laughed. Henry ignored him.
Just then, Henry thought he saw a familiar blue tank engine pass by. What's Thomas doing here? Henry thought. Shouldn't he be on his branch line?
All right, Henry, yelled one of the workmen. You're good to go.
Now wait just a moment, Henry said. I think Thomas just went down that line. Thomas? The workers sounded very confused. We haven't seen Thomas here all day, but we'll telephone the signal box staff just to be safe, and they will relay the information to you. Now you'd better get going, Henry. So Henry slowly chuffed away into the thick, dark fog. Suddenly the phone in Henry's cab began to ring. Hello, said Henry's driver. I see. Well, thank you very much. Who was that? Henry asked. It was the signal box operator. He just called to tell us that we're the only ones on this line. I see. But Henry was almost certain that he'd seen Thomas puffing through the fog. A few minutes later, Henry was calmly strolling through the fog, almost being lulled to sleep by the sound of his pistons pumping, until he heard a... What, driver, fireman, did you both hear that? No, Henry, we haven't heard any. Henry dismissed it as his mind playing tricks on him due to the lack of sound. But there it was again, almost louder than it was before. Henry tried to block out the noise, but it just wouldn't go away. It only grew louder, and louder, and louder.
Thomas, what are you? What?
Henry was confused and horrified at what he'd just seen.
Oi, Henry, what is it? Is there something on the line?
Henry didn't know what to say, so he merely continued on and tried to forget about it. For some reason, he couldn't shake the feeling that he wasn't alone on that line. Later that night, when he'd made it back to the sheds, he had a lot on his mind. Henry, said Edward, what's gotten into you? Why are you so quiet? Henry looked over at Thomas. Oh, where do I even begin? Henry said angrily. Thomas, what you did back there was highly dangerous. You could have gotten the both of us into an accident.
Thomas was puzzled. Henry, what are you on about? I was on my branch line with Annie and Clarabelle all day.
Oh, is that right? Said Henry. It's true, said Edward. I saw him. Knowing this, Henry's heart dropped. If Thomas was on his branch line all day, then what did I see? Henry decided to leave it at that and try to get some rest. It was probably the best course of action he could have chosen.